These are the mindset shifts that changed my breakup journey forever. What is going on, fellow explorer? Over the past few years, successfully helping people move on from their exes and get over them, I have seen firsthand the mindset shifts that get people from stuck and looping in their mind about their ex, wondering if they were enough for them, if they could have said or done something different to change things, to wondering if their ex ever really loved them in the first place, into a place of grounded confidence where they are not only excited about life again, but they are doing better than they ever thought was possible. And so the first mindset shift that I have seen that completely changes this journey is going from I need to stop thinking about them into something new. And so the issue here is that it's not about stopping thinking about your ex. That's actually not what we want to do when we are moving on from the breakup. Because thinking about your ex is natural, it's normal. It is completely okay to be reminded of them when a certain song comes on, when you walk by a certain building, when you see a certain person, when you even come in contact with them, right? These are all natural things that happen in life, and it is completely okay. But what happens is when we are in a state of panic, when we're in a state where our nervous system is activated, when we're in a state where we haven't done the work to move through the things that the breakup has stirred up, every time we think about them, it reminds us, and we're right back into this spiraling feeling. Right? So it's not about stopping thinking about them. It's about changing what actually happens in your body, in your mind, when you do think about them. So that's the first shift. How do we go from, oh, I want to stop thinking about them, into, I want to change what happens to me when I do think about them. When I do think about them, I want to be in a state of kindness. I want to be in a state of gratitude. I want to be in a state of ease. That's the first step. And so if this is resonating with you, this is the type of work that I love doing. I love diving deep onto this and helping people make this transition from going from a every time they think about their ex into a place of grounded safety and calmness. So if this is something that you want, I invite you to check the link in the description, and there is a link there for how we can work together deeper on this. Okay, so on to the second mindset shift. This is one of the things I hear over and over again with the clients that I work with, is that they want to stop the pain. They're feeling all of this pain and hurt and sadness, and they want to get rid of it. And they think that when they do get rid of it, that is when they are completely over their ex. And so the mindset shift here is going from pain is bad into pain is a beautiful aspect of life. And what I mean by that is that when we are loving deeply, when we are trusting fully, when we are being vulnerable with someone that we love, it is inevitable that we are going to feel hurt, that we are going to feel disappointed in some aspect of how they respond. And it might not be all the time, but at some point, because we are humans, because we are imperfect, at some point, someone is going to disappoint us, and it's going to be painful. But this is just a sign of how deeply you are loving, how truly you are living. So pain is actually the sign of a very, very beautiful, well-lived life. And so this is the shift that I want you to start thinking about. And so how we go from getting out of the mindset that pain is bad and into the mindset that pain is a beautiful aspect of life. Pain is still painful, right? So on your healing journey, the huge mindset shift here is figuring out how to get out of the mindset of, oh, I want to get rid of this pain, and into the mindset of, I want to expand my capacity, expand my ability to be with pain, to understand that pain is inevitability of life. So instead of trying to get rid of it, or instead of trying to adjust my life so that there's no pain ever, we learn how to expand our nervous system capacity to not only hold the pain and be with the pain and process the pain and feel the pain, and also be able to be with the joy, be with the pleasure, be with the playfulness of life. So that's a second mindset shift. And the third is that a lot of people, when they're going through a breakup, they get the advice of, oh, time will heal all of your wounds. If you just wait long enough, time will make this go away. And so while time can play a big role in your healing, it's actually more of a side character. And the main thing that I see, the main mindset shift is getting out of, oh, time will heal my wounds, into being intentional about my healing will get me out of this. And time will play a role in that, right? It gives us space to process. It gives us the space to disentangle energies. But it's the intentionality of you being in the space of, I want to move on. I am ready to do the work that it takes to move through this, instead of just passively waiting for time. Because ultimately what happens is, if you wait long enough, and oftentimes the way that we wait long enough is by clever ways of distraction, right? We'll jump into a new project at work, we will go be social, we'll take a trip, we will do all of these things. We'll start taking up new hobbies, right? Whatever it is to help us stop thinking, right? And ultimately it's just a clever form of distraction, of avoiding all of this pain, all of the stuff that the breakup stirred up within us. And if we wait long enough, what happens is not that it heals, but what it does is it sinks into our subconscious. And when it sinks into our subconscious, it waits there until we get into our next relationship. And what happens then is we start reenacting all of these same patterns, these same behaviors, these same wounds that we had just gotten out of in our previous relationship. And all of them come back again, and they all get stirred up again. So at some point, if you do actually want to move on and get over your ex and the things that is getting stirred up within you, you have to be intentional about your healing. And when you are intentional about doing that work and being with these things and understanding these things, these sometimes icky feelings that are being stirred up, when we understand how to be with them, to extract the wisdom from them, and then take that and move and use it, embody it, so that when we go into future relationships, we are no longer burdened by these repeating patterns, these wounds. So if this is something that you want to do, if you find yourself in a breakup and you realize these things, oh my gosh, yeah, wow, I do want to be intentional about my healing, then again, I invite you to find the link in the description, click it, and figure out how we can work together, deeper together, so that you and me can work on this and help you become intentional about your healing and shift these mindsets so that you move on from your ex and get over them faster, more efficiently. You stop having these looping, ruminating, obsessive thoughts about them, and instead start doing the work so that you become okay, that you become grounded, safe in your own body, safe in this reality. And then when you're in that place, going out into your life and enjoying life from a view that you haven't ever before. So I know this is a tender time, but with intentional work, you can get through this. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I hope to see you so we can do this work deeper together. Peace.